Hey guys, this is a ratios review video. This is not part of our normal curriculum. This is a supplemental video to hopefully get you thinking about ratios and just jog your memory a little bit from 5th grade. So we have talked in class about how ratios are relationships. They are comparisons between quantities of things, of whatever. Ratios themselves do not have labels because they are just relationships. They're numbers being used to show a relationship. So our units might change, but in equivalent ratios, the relationship is still the same. So let me show you what I mean. In front of you, you have 6 blue counters and 12 red counters. We could compare the 6 blue counters and 12 red counters as individuals and express that in a ratio of 6 to 12. Or we could group them into units. So I have 2 counters circled. So 1 unit equals 2 counters. That gives us a ratio of blue counters to red counters of 3 to 6. There's a bar model to show that relationship. We could change the number of counters in a unit and regroup them. So now I have units of 3 counters each. So 1 unit is 3 counters, and that gives me a ratio of blue to red counters of 2 to 4. We could regroup the counters yet again. Now I have a unit of 6 counters, and that gives me a ratio of blue counters to red counters of 1 to 2. In each example, we had the same number of counters. We had 6 blue ones, and we had 12 red ones. What changed was the way we grouped them. So our ratios changed from 6 to 12 to 2 to 4 to 1 to 2, but it's still, each of those ratios refer to the same number of counters. Those ratios are what we call equivalent. If we multiply or divide all parts of a ratio by the same number, we make equivalent ratios. I didn't show you the multiplication or division in those examples, but that's basically what I did by regrouping. So 6 to 12 equals 3 to 6, which equals 2 to 4, which equals 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is the simplest form of that ratio. For every 1 blue counter, there are 2 red ones. Okay, let's practice a problem where we don't use counters now. So assume we have 60 of something, and we have 40 of another thing, and we're going to compare those things. We want to divide each term in the ratio by the greatest common factor, which is 20. So 60 divided by 20 is 3. And 40 divided by 20 is 2. So what we have done by dividing by 20 is regrouped whatever the things are that we have 60 and 40 of into units of 20. And over here we have 3 units of 20. And over here we have 2 units of 20. So our simplified ratio is 3 to 2. So when we write ratios, we always want to simplify them. So in your homeworks, you're going to use the greatest common factor of both terms, actually sometimes it'll be 3 terms in a ratio, and simplify them. And you're done when the greatest common factor of both terms is 1. All right, that's it for this little review lesson.